Live from Poppin Town, WPOP Radio. We are live in the studio today. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Today we have a special guest in the studio, Bishop Dr. Buddy T. Love. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right on this Sunday morning. How about yourself?
Doing wonderful. So it was a nice little service today at church. We do appreciate you. I know you're tired. Did you get you a good Sunday dinner?
Yeah. Definitely. I got a couple houses I got to go by.
Okay.
A couple of mothers of the church. Want to do something good for the old doctor.
Okay, well, we definitely appreciate you spending some time with us today. So, we're going to talk about a couple of things today. On this first video, though, we want to talk about this movie, Deep Water. Now, I heard you saw it, right?
Yeah, oh my God.
Heard you saw it. Okay, so what we'll do for our viewers is we're going to go ahead and show them a brief little clip of the trailer just so they can get caught up with where we're at, and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Yeah, each your eyes.
Why are you the only man who wants to stay with me?
I don't know.
I do.
I do.
Woo, she was a motherfucker, wasn't she?
And the girl risking all.
Why is Mom so different around other people?
I think this is who she is.
You love me.
Of course.
How about you?
You're not born.
No. The fact that she's comfortable flaunting all these relationships around all of us, you're better than that. She's different. That's what I like about her.
I just want to feel joy in my life.
You want to tell me why you didn't come home last night?
Not really.
This isn't a game, Melinda.
It's always been the game. The truth is, if you were married to anyone else, you'd be so bored you'd kill yourself. Do you think we'll ever be just happy?
God, I hope so.
All right, so hey, listen, that movie was, whew, it was a little crazy, okay? So let's talk about it. Now, initially, Bishop, what did you think? I want to hear your views before I say what I was thinking.
Oh man, Lord bless the family. First of all, there's no way a black man would allow that.
Oh, come on
I don't
now.
want to ruin it for nobody who ain't seen it. But,
Yeah, we talking spoilers here. I'll make sure that I put up a spoilers alert.
it's it just don't happen in the real world. I don't know about a woman, but I don't think any man wants to be that open with his wife.
Yeah. So I will say this though. Initially, when I first saw the movie, I did think that it was a I thought that they were in an open relationship, and I was thinking that it was more like a swinger situation going on, but once we started watching the movie, it was very apparent that that's not what was happening. Okay. Now again, let's just give a little backstory about the movie. So it does star Ben Affleck as the husband, Vic Van Allen, and Anna D. Armas as his wife, Melinda. And so also some other great people in this movie, including Lil Rel Howery, who we all know is, the comedian Rel. He's hilarious.
Yep.
He played a good part in this movie.
Yeah, he was good.
And so I think that he was a good person to be his friend, kind of giving him a little insight. Like, everybody thinks she cheating on you, bro. She making you look crazy out here in these streets. And it was funny that only really the black friends of his was the ones to say that to him. So you might be on to something with that.
Yeah, definitely.
You definitely might be on to something with that.
Dr. Buddy don't miss too much.
Yeah, maybe on to something with that. So pretty much with the first boyfriend, what did you think about that? So the first boyfriend that came in, um, well, the first boyfriend they said that he went missing,
Yeah, he went
right?
missing. We didn't see the first one. We saw the second guy.
So the second guy go to the party, and then, hey Vanessa, how you doing? Thanks for joining us this morning. Okay, so the first boyfriend, we get to the party, and then we're kind of introduced to him. He just comes in, and then we see him just kind of running all around the party with the wife, flirting with her in front of everyone.
Yeah.
So what, like I said, what I thought was going on was I thought it was a swingers party because he was like flirting with the black lady kind of, and she was saying, hey, I think this is kind of crazy. Everybody's saying this stuff about your wife, and
You okay with it?
yeah, he kind of shrugged it off. So it was almost like he knew what was going on. So yeah, but so then the husband kind of meets the guy, and the guy comes in, and they're getting a drink, and he's like, hey, it's really awesome that you're okay with me being
Yeah.
cool with your wife.
Yeah. Something with it. That would have been the last boyfriend. That would have been the last boyfriend or my last wife.
so
No way.
then,
Buddy T don't play that.
Buddy T don't play that.
No.
But
No.
what if
No.
what if you getting older, and the wife's just, she's younger, she's just not satisfied, she's not happy anymore. Do you leave your wife, or do you kind of just let her be free to be her?
You Dr. Buddy, he wouldn't be able to see this kind of stuff.
He wouldn't.
I mean, if you're gonna be that swinger stuff, you gotta do that out. You're not gonna do it in front of me and in front of my friends.
Yeah, I think that was the main issue that a lot of people were dealing with it, was the fact that she was so open with it and in front of his friends,
Yeah.
flaunting this guy. So what happens is the husband, he makes a joke with the guy about, well, what happened to her last friend, right? And then he says, well, I killed him.
Don't play like that.
And it scares the guy
Hmm.
so much so that he leaves the party. So of course, it becomes this big rumor in the town, and then everyone in the town is whispering now about it, and a lot of people don't believe what he said, and the guy seems like he doesn't believe what he said. The wife, do you think she believed that he was joking, or do you
She
think
didn't
that
know.
she knew?
I think she probably figured he did it.
Okay,
Yeah, because she knew he loved her.
true,
So,
very
you
true.
know,
So then the guy says, hey, I'm leaving town, right? And the wife gets really pissed, and what happens, I think this is the one that she invited over for dinner, right?
yeah, she invited him over for dinner for the last time.
She invites him over for dinner,
Make him apologize to him.
makes him apologize, and
And
then
then they went and got, then they get ghosts again in the house.
I think they did. This is it was a couple of times when she was hella disrespectful, but I believe this one is the one where she's told the husband to, hey, go upstairs, read, daughter's sleepy, the baby's sleepy,
Yeah,
go up there and read her a book, and he just does it.
yeah.
He just freaking does it, and it's just like, bruh, like, really?
He was a true serial.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, if this was, like you said, a black husband and a black entanglement, we'll just use August Alsina, in that situation. Do you think that if you were okay with it, let's just say in a crazy world, if you were okay with it, that you would be okay with your wife dismissing you like that in front of the entanglement guy?
Oh no, because he's number one there.
Right.
And she'll kick you out. Yeah.
Yeah, so in my eyes, I
wouldn't
feel
work.
like the guys would have been like, okay, now we'll go ahead and light one up and chill. You go read the baby a book and put it to bed. Like, you want me to put it to bed and let you chill with your
So
side piece?
he can get started first.
Right? Like, yeah, it was
No,
crazy. It was crazy.
no. It was a movie. You could tell it was a movie.
It was a movie. So further on down the line, this guy leaves, and then immediately she meets another guy. And this guy is played by let's see, I think it was what's his name? Oh my goodness, I can't remember the guy's name. Oh, Jacob Elordi plays Ricky. Okay, and he's from dang, is he from Euphoria? I think he's either from Euphoria. I think that's the show he's on. But anyway, so his name's Ricky in this movie. He's a piano player, a very good one. The husband finds out about him because the wife wrote him a check for $3,000, and the bank calls and they're like, "Hey, what's going on? You don't have enough money in your account for this." And he goes ahead and puts the money through for him
Yep.
and takes his homie, played by the comedian Rel, to go see this guy play the piano. So they go, they see him, and then he's kind of like, yeah, that's a new piano player, teacher, I mean. And Real laughs it off. And then they have a big party, whereas the guy Ricky shows up. Okay, and this is where it starts to get sticky because this time he ain't with the shits no more. So Ricky's flirting with his wife in the pool. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's having a good time, except the husband. Vic is like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Yes. At my house.
At my damn house.
Matter of fact, it was at his homeboy's house. I think it was at the other people's house.
No, I think it was
Because
at their
when
house.
they left,
I don't remember. But anyway, it ends up raining. Everyone runs inside except your boy Ricky and Vic. Of course, now they're in the pool. The wife goes in to use the bathroom or whatever. Um,
the neighbor was standing up there watching.
yeah, the neighbor was watching, but then he went away from the window. And when he goes away from the window, Vic sees this is his opportunity to go ahead and get rid of Ricky. So he drowns him. And he goes back in the party casually, grabs himself a cookie, burns his hand, and they're chilling for a little while before the wife starts to kind of panic. Hey, where's Ricky? She goes out to the window and to the balcony, I think, and then she sees Ricky floating in the pool.
Deep water.
Deep damn water.
Deep water.
So immediately she blames Vic. You can tell she knew. So do you think she knew because she thinks that he killed the other guy? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. She knows he's a killer,
Okay.
basically. But she wants her attention.
Wants her damn attention. So they take him out of the pool. They try to resuscitate him. It's really a cringe scene. It's very very intense. I was really sitting on the edge of my seat for that scene, especially when they dropped the old boy and he hit his head on that damn side of the pool. It
Yeah.
really was intense.
Yes.
So the paramedics get there. They talk to everybody,
Yes.
and she blames. She tells the police right away, like, "Hey, it was my husband." She blames him
Yeah.
right away. So he kind of gets away with that though.
Yeah.
No one
He
else
had
is really blaming him.
he had the alibi.
Yeah. So
I
he
was
gets
getting the
away with
cookie.
it. And I think like everybody in there is kind of side eyeing, like, okay, did he do it? Did he not? But they kind of have his back in this because they know kind of what he's going through. So you would think that it would be over at that point. The husband's happy. He feels like okay. I got rid of this. Is the third one that we know of. We don't know how long this has been going on before we get to the movie. But so what happens? A couple days later, she done found a new one. She done found a new one, and this guy is played by Finn Wittrock, who is known for playing in American Horror Story, and he plays Nick. And you know what's funny? Now that I'm looking at these names, so we have the husband who's Vic, the boyfriend who's Ricky, and then the next one is Nick. So they all kind of have this it thing going, and they're all kind of different, but at the same time, they all have this ick thing going. So I'm pretty sure there's some type of symbolism to that. But anyway,
And they all brave. I tell you that.
they
They will come right in front of the husband.
yeah, they all brave. So Nick plays a guy who apparently she knew before. He's an ex. So Vic kind of sees some messages being exchanged, and then he hears her on the phone saying she's gonna leave him and take their daughter. Who, let's talk about the daughter for a minute. It seems like the daughter is the only one who kind of can see through things. She knows her dad, and she's the one to say, "Dad, how did you do it? How did you kill him?" She knows he drowned Ricky.
A lot of me.
Yeah, and he's like, "Bruh, if they ever found out, I'll be going to jail." So she kind of just falls back and chills. But the little girl who played that part did a really good job. They did a good job at casting her. And I think for her to be so small, she really did a good job. She was really cute too. But so yeah, so now we're dealing with Nick, and he finds that out. They have another little scene where he kind of, I feel like he tried to warn him, like, you know what happened to her last boyfriend, right? And Nick, he about that life. So he's riding around town. He sees Nick walking. He asks Nick, "Hey, Melinda wants to see you. So hop on in the car." Nick jumps in the car like a damn fool. They go to the damn drop off. They get out there, and Nick, he ends up throwing a rock at his head and pushing him off the damn gorge.
Ended him.
Ended him. But I feel like he should have left it there, right? He should have just went and said, "Hey, he fell, just another tragic accident that happened around me," and I think that he would have been fine. But oh no, not enough for your boy Vic. Vic goes down the damn gorge and puts Nick's body in the water. So I also think there's a lot of symbolism here with the water, the rain, the water, and all that kind of stuff, and the snails. There's a whole lot we can get into with that. But so anyway, he goes back, acts like nothing's happened, with a smile on his face, sees the wife, and the first thing he asks her is, "Hey, have you talked to Nick?" And she's like, "No, I ain't heard from him." And I feel like she kind of knew something there, like, okay, you done got rid of Nick too.
Yeah. He was letting her know.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Exactly. So the next day he wakes up and she's getting ready for a picnic. Where does she want to go? Of course, to the goddamn drop off. So they go out there, the little girl's playing, and they have this little scene that you see on the trailer. And, she's like, "Hey, why you stay and nobody else gonna stay?" And he says, "I love you." So he really, I think Ben Affleck did a great job on this part. Like, he really did look very, very sad in most of the movie. He looked really sad and in love and desperate.
He loved her.
He did. He definitely loved her. So the little girl goes down to the water, and then Nick sees the damn body is floating. Even though he's put rocks and shit on it, it did not sink. It's floating. So they go back home, and then she realizes she left her scarf. Vic says he'll go back the next day to get it. He goes back, and who finds him? The damn neighbor who suspected him the whole damn time.
Those ass neighbor.
So it's a very funny scene. It was a very funny scene where the neighbor sees him, and then he sees that hand float up, and then he hits that damn, what's that called where the football players do that when they hit that damn turn? He hits a stutter step and tries to head up that hill. Busts his ass. He jumps in the car. He's like, "Nick, we nailed you. I got you, motherfucker. You're going to jail this time."
Let's call him Sarah.
Yeah, a Karen.
A
Karen. So, boy, somehow Vic gets on this bike, and I don't know how the hell he's keeping up with this man's car, because this man is flying down the damn road, car sliding all over the rocks. And you can kind of feel the tension in this scene. Again, I think the directors did a really good job with this scene, because like that was probably my favorite part of the movie. Like, I was really on the edge of my seat. Like, okay, you can feel that he's gonna crash this car. Yeah. You can definitely feel it. Once he grabs his phone and tries to text his wife, then you really know, like, okay, this is gonna be one of those scenes. Like, he about to. Yeah. So, of course, bam, it ends up happening. Not only does he crash the car, he literally drives it over the damn cliff. Okay, so he's gone, and then the end of the movie, we have Melinda, who really has now seen the boy's ID, Nick's ID, in the damn place, so she knows now that he's gone. He ain't going nowhere without his ID. So she takes it and she burns it, and that's how the movie ends. So Overall, what you get this movie out of 10 out of how many out of 10? I mean,
They
sorry.
live happy ever after. If that's the life they want, it's a 10.
A 10? You give it a
Yeah,
10?
yeah.
I give it a 10 too. At first, I watched the movie twice. I did notice a lot the second time, and I didn't notice the first time. I didn't like the ending the first time I saw it, but the second time I saw it, I thought it was a very good ending. I thought that it made sense. I also give it a 10. I give it two thumbs up. And let us know in the comments below. Have you seen this movie? What did you get out of it? And
Right.
maybe we'll dive a little bit deeper into the symbolism and stuff another time. But let us know. Did you like Deepwater? Did you not like it? Did you think Ben Affleck did a great job? What do we think about this wife? Who does she remind us of? Do you know anybody in a relationship like this? These are all questions I would love to chat about in the comments. So leave a comment below and please leave us a like or dislike. We're begging, begging, begging for likes. This lets YouTube know and lets us know if you like the content we're putting out or not. Okay. All right. So we'll see you guys on the next video again. Thank you, Dr. Love, for joining us.
Yes, I appreciate you getting me in here today.
All right. So y'all have a good day. Bye.